Thank you for joining us. Please enjoy this video from Msgr Bill.
Good day. I'm happy to be in this particular way of communicating to members of the parish. Got some good and big events coming up the next couple of weeks. This particular Sunday is the beginning of Catholic Schools Week, and you'll see some of the masses our students will be singing and doing the readings, etc. Catholic schools have a very honored time of history. The church has always had a passion for education, and the church took very big steps in bringing education to those who were poor. For so long, even up into the Middle Ages and beyond, you had to have a lot of money. You had to be in the royalty to get some kind of education other than a trade education. But just to study history and literature, etc., that really came about in a big way through the church. And it's a great honor that we did that. And it just goes around the world. In fact, Catholic schools are a little somewhat in peril in ways, especially in countries that have decided to go through fascism and different political rounds. Many times when totalitarian governments rise up, they go and they close the Catholic schools because Catholic schools would stand up against their kind of maniacal ways of helping to be governed people, etc. And even many other religions have that same kind of reaction to the fascists, the communists, etc. So we have a great history with that, and we want to honor those who have made such great strides in education. Jean-Baptiste de La Salle and Mother Cabrini, Elizabeth Ann Seton, etc., etc. So we have a great past that we can honor. And in 2 weeks is DSF Sunday, Diocesan Services Fund, and that happens every year. And there are about 64 different ministries that are run by the Archdiocese of Houston. And it's just amazing the kind of work that's done, because a parish cannot do everything and meet all the different needs, etc. And you know me when I always talk about some of my favorite parts of the DSF, the hospital ministers, hospital priests that are there in the helping people at the time they are sick. And I am very happy when I go to the hospital that there's somebody's going to be there to hear my confession, to be anointed, etc. Somebody said, one of the kids once said, "Do you have to go to confession too?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I have to go to confession too." That wonderful work that goes on there, because we can't, especially the parish is right around the medical center, we can't handle all of that by just from the parishes. And we have the jail ministers, those who work with incarcerated men and women. And, we kind of hate to have to really say that, but there are still some Catholics in prison. And they need pastoral care and pastoral knowledge, etc., and bringing the sacraments to them. And these things are things that the diocese has to really work with that. And so on and on with this. And they support the San Jose Clinic. And the San Jose Clinic is celebrating its 100th year of giving health care to the poor, to those who don't have insurance. It's the longest free-serving clinic in the United States. So what a great honor that is. And so we all are asked by the cardinal to help make these ministries flourish and help those in our archdiocese. So start thinking about what you're going to do. You give all kinds of ways: stock, direct deposit. I'm going to probably increase my gift by about 5 to 6%. I can do that, and I use it on my credit card, and I also put an extra 3% on my pledge to cover the fees that you pay for and the archdiocese has to pay in using credit cards. So there's many ways to help. So I'm going to ask you to pray for a while and get ready for that particular Sunday, and we just are going to, I just hope to have a great outpouring of our parishioners. And even if it's only, you say, well, I can only give $10. Well, then give $10. That would be really something. So to not just helping here in the parish. And lastly, in 3 weeks, we're going to be starting with Lent. And so thinking about what you're going to do for Lent. And what are you going to give up, for example? One of the things I'm going to give up this year for Lent, and I've done it before, is not use my snooze button on my alarm clock. Because I really like that feature. I like it, and I don't like giving it up, but it's good for me to do that. And so some people will stop smoking, some people will do different things, perhaps maybe sleep on the floor once a week, all kinds of things. There's all kinds of things that we can actually do something about helping us to change how we are not as holy as we know we ought to be, and getting ready for Easter. So start thinking now. Don't wait till February the 14th. That's actually Ash Wednesday, Valentine's Day. I'm going to suggest that instead of making a big deal of that particular day, February 14th, other than it's Ash Wednesday, but use Fat Tuesday, the day before Ash Wednesday, because that's the day we get. In the old days, they would use up all the fat that they would cook with, because they wouldn't cook during with fat during Lent. And that's why it got its name, Fat Tuesday. And say, if you're going to go out to dinner and things like that, that's the time to go. That's the time to go, and then make that day especially special. And we're going to do again our potato soup, lunch and dinner after the masses at noon and in the evening. So there's lots of things happening right now, and that's just a great time of the year. So let's get ready for it, and not all of a sudden, oh my gosh, it's Ash Wednesday tomorrow, and DSF Sunday. Be ready for these things, and be prepared. And may Almighty God bless you, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.